Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a quick video of Slither.io and I hope you guys enjoy.
Of course, you go all out for date night. Even if you're just staying in. Walgreens has all beauty products you need for whatever makes you feel beautiful. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy. Now buy 2 select skincare products, get the third free in stores and online.
Why the fireman's pole? It's all about getting to the Dunkin' quicker.
I smell Dunkin'.
Delicious Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Pick some up when you buy groceries. Try our K-Cup pods today. America runs on Dunkin'.
If your family outing is magical, for all the wrong reasons, you may be much with your allergies. Try Zyrtec for powerful allergy relief. And Zyrtec is different than Claritin because it starts working faster on the first day you take it. Try Zyrtec. I will know more.
Hillary Clinton makes history, winning the support of delegates who will make her the first female nominee of a major party.
Also right now, state of emergency in Florida after tropical storm Colin makes landfall overnight. Nearly a foot of rain leading to flash floods and the storm now hitting the Carolinas. Also this morning, the Cincinnati Zoo set to reopen its gorilla world with new barriers after that incident. 3-year-old falling into its enclosure. The local prosecutor now says they will not file charges against the mother.
And there is a big story brewing about Steph Curry, why he says he is not going to the Olympics. That's coming up in our big board.
He's got another job ahead of him in these finals right now. But we're going to begin with that growing outrage over the star college swimmer sentenced to 6 months in jail after his conviction for sexual assault. Critics slammed the sentence as too lenient, and comments from the swimmer's father adding fuel to the fire. ABC's Matt Gutman has all the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, George. The crime was bad enough that swimmer found beside his unconscious victim by a dumpster. Now, he tried to flee. Two good Samaritans tracked him down. And in sentencing, his father lamenting that his son's life is ruined because of 20 minutes of action. And now anger is turning towards the judge also. This morning, public outcry is mounting at the judge who sentenced former star swimmer Rob Turner to only 6 months in jail for a drunken sexual assault outside a Stanford University campus party. A removed Judge Aaron Persky petition already garnering almost 250,000 signatures. The district attorney telling me they had expected a much harsher sentence. How many years have you been asking for?
I wrote a very lengthy brief and I asked for 6 years in prison.
But the judge ruling that a prison sentence would have a severe impact on Brock. Outrage mounting also at this letter, Turner's father submitting it to the court at sentencing, begging for leniency for his son, writing the guilty verdict that its many consequences would be a steep price to pay for 20 minutes of action. But it's another statement by that sentencing is having a wider impact now. The victims directed at the man who assaulted her. Among her words, I read something that I will never forgive. I read that according to him, I like it.
It is one of the most eloquent and articulate letters I've ever read. I don't think anything like it has ever been written.
Reading the statement in court, Turner's victim said that hours after the assault, I wanted to take off my body like a jacket and leave it at the hospital with everything else. Millions clicking on her letter online.
Were you surprised when she asked the judge to actually address him personally, just to look directly at him as she delivered it?
I wasn't surprised, but I was really pleased because it's really hard for victims to come into court and face their perpetrators.
Now, at sentencing, Turner said he could barely live with himself for having inflicted pain on someone else, but the DA tells me he has not once apologized for the assault itself. Now, with good behavior, he could be out of jail within 3 months, about the time that classes resume here at Stanford. George.
Okay, Matt, thanks very much. Let's talk about this now with Nancy Grace, the host of Nancy Grace on HLN. And Nancy, thanks for joining us again this morning. So the judge says he was just following the recommendation of the county probation department, known in the past for being respected, fair, was a sex crimes prosecutor, but boy, he's now facing this recall effort. How do you explain all this?
You know what? There is no logical explanation for what he did. This judge, Aaron Persky, I believe, should be removed because not only did he ignore the state and their request for 6 years behind bars, and I'm going to correct something I heard earlier. When the passerbys, two guys went by on bicycles, they looked over, and the perpetrator, and he is a perpetrator, a jury found him on 3 felony sex attacks on this girl. He wasn't beside her at that moment. He was on top of her, and she was naked from about the bra down, on the ground, on the dirt, the pine straw, by a dumpster. He wasn't just standing there. He was on her. They pull back. He jumps up and runs. He knew he had done something horribly wrong. Now, not only did the judge ignore the state recommendation, and I would say the judge has to always agree with the state, but this is the law in that jurisdiction. The California Assembly said these felonies are punishable up to 10 years each, 10 to 14 years. He ignored the Assembly, which is us, the people. He ignored a jury that sat there and heard the evidence and returned these verdicts. And in my mind, and most important, the crime victim. He ignored her. I've dealt with so many rape victims, and I can't tell you what it takes to go through what they go through. And to have it just dismissed, this guy's going to probably do 3 months in county jail. Really? It's absurd.
Her statements become a manifesto for so many. Really never heard anything like that before.
You know, that letter that she wrote was so powerful, especially when she said to all the crime victims out there, when you are lonely, when you are sad, when you feel like nobody believes you, I am with you on those nights. And I can speak from my own experience. Crime victims suffer not just during the crime, but on and on and on, especially rape victims. And for the father, I know he loves his son, but to call a sex assault down on the ground by a dumpster, to call it action, his son got some action? I mean, that really shed light on it. And another scary aspect, this may never have come to light if the father had not written that letter. The letter goes on to say, now my son won't eat his favorite pretzels and ribeye steak. Really?
We're going to have to end it there, Nancy. Thanks very much.
Also very interesting, George. Now to more of our exclusive interview with Bobby Brown. His new book, Every Little Step, My Story, reveals new details about his rise to fame and often a rocky relationship with ex-wife, Whitney Houston. I want to show you a picture. Wedding day.
Yeah.
When you see this picture, what do you see?
Happiness. I think we're both happy. I'm deeply in love with her, and you know, for the rest of my life, I think I will have that feeling towards her because she was that one person that knew me, that one person that had no judgment.
Now you broke tradition a little bit and saw her before the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the first time I had actually saw her do drugs.
Cocaine.
Yes, ma'am.
Bobby says in his upcoming book, he found his bride-to-be, quote, hunched over a bureau snorting a line of coke. He says she offered him a hit, but he didn't indulge at that moment. What went through your mind when you saw that?
She wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? The drugs wasn't her. She did drugs, but the drugs didn't do her. She knew how to handle herself. It only made me, love her and want to protect her more.
While he says he wanted to protect her, many fans assumed he was the pusher in the marriage. People said to me, the one thing that they heard over and over again, that you were the one that led Whitney to heavy drug use. You were the one.
It wasn't me. It started her. Yeah, I take my part, and I take it hard for me even being a part of it. But we all have our own lives, and some of us are stronger than others.
It's a wide-ranging interview tonight, going back to when he started with Whitney. You know, he was barely a teenager when he was with New Edition, and of course talking about Whitney and Bobby, Christina, and his life now with his wife Alicia as they were expecting their second child.
That's some powerful stuff right
Yes, exclusive interview tonight, special edition 2020 at 10, 9 Central. That's right here on ABC. Let's go over to Amy.
All right, guys, coming up on our big board, uproar as Steph Curry says he is skipping the Olympics. What is really behind his decision? Also, one man waging a war against the traffic app Waze, saying it's causing gridlock in his neighborhood. And then the pet parrot who may be at the center of a murder investigation. We'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Wish I could ask you, how was your day? We may be different, but also the same. Close, we could be just you and together feel alive.
Grandma, I beat my high score.
You did?
Yeah. Come look it.
The big Hilton World
Let me
Sale
see, babe.
is on. Prize members save up to 25% on brands like Hampton,
Oh, it's huge.
That is your best score so far.
Nice.
I was making a video of it.
Was you?
Yeah. And I didn't pause it, but so they
How
heard
many
you.
what?
They didn't. They paused. I didn't. They heard.